we were just discussing Kraken. He might also have a bolt spell at his disposal. I don't know. I've changed artificial intelligence so often in this game. I tend to forget things. I was just thinking how in the original Final Fantasy, I used to make it a game to see if I could one-shot bosses with my monk, my black belt as they're called in the American version. And because bosses were really weak back then, it's still possible now using haste and temper. And one thing I don't like about the trying to do two things at the same time is pretty hard, you know. Thinking what I should do in this fight and telling you about other games. One thing I don't like about later editions of Final Fantasy and Final Fantasy One and a lot of mods is that a lot of fights just boil down to buffing your party defensively and buffing one of your fighters so that they hit very hard, and indeed, usually one-shotting a boss. I think that's more interesting than what the case of Final Fantasy One on the NES, but still not very interesting on the long run if you do the same thing for every boss. So in my version, I tried to mix things. You don't need the buffs to beat any bosses. I recently played through the game with healers and attackers, but no buffs, neither defensive or offensive, and it worked. It was pretty hard. Sometimes bosses shotted me, but it's a strategy that can work. And the sorcerer can kill bosses too. That's pretty rare in most mods because either boss have a lot of hit points or magic is not strong enough. But you can depend on the warlock. I just said sorcerer, but I mean the warlock. You can depend on the warlock to do a lot of damage to the bosses. So there's a nice mix of ways to beat the bosses in this game. It's something I'm rather proud of. But this is a party focused on defensive buffing, and as a Viking and as a wizard, so I'm gonna do the classic route, and let's see how well it works against this character. He might cast lightning, so I'm going to cast a shell. The cleric's going to be focused on armor and invisibility, and you can cast haste. Let's start with haste. Haste is good. I like that. He had already casted shell. Will would also be nice, but I'm very concerned about the cleric's hit points. Okay. Well, one of us got blinded. Unfortunately, that's our Viking, the one who's actually going to be hitting the boss. He can take care of himself. We haven't casted Will yet. And another temper on our Viking. We're going to make him hit very hard. What's up with this? Okay, don't die of poison, please don't. Okay. Yeah, for those of you scoring at home. Oh, I don't have Cure 4. That's quite a shame. Poison now does 10% damage. I don't know if I said that already. That's why poison is pretty good strategy in this game, and much nastier than the original. The original, when you got poison, it simply meant go to the item menu and remove it with Pures. I'd never found that an interesting choice. Now you want to get rid of poison during battles because it does 10%. I'm considering going to 15% because it would make it even better. But so far I'm quite content with the way it is now. I'm going to add a cure potion because this is on the edge. He might do a bolt. Okay, almost full life. Oh, look at that tsunami. See, that was pretty close. I wish I could see which buffs we already had because I've lost count. Oh. I'm going to see if stop works on the boss. It should be a very low chance of hitting, and it missed indeed. Just wanted to check that out. Let's keep applying shields. I want to do a cleanse now. And let's see how well dark. Oh, ran out of dark. So let's check out fire. Should be like 150. Yeah, I imagined. Jeez. Now let's kill him now. Comet then. Oh, did I cast Holy 3? Oh, that's bad. It's not the first time I've made that mistake. I meant this one. Come on, wake up. These cleans. Comet. Still not down, but we have a lot of armor, so his attacks have been mostly neutralized. One more, why not? Yeah. Let's see if Bio connects. Bio. You just heard me say Final Fantasy 1. You've heard me say Bio instead of Bio, which gives away my Dutch background. In case you're interested where I'm from, you probably guessed by looking at my surname, my last name. So that was Kraken. 3 orbs are shining. And we're only level 18. How exciting. And we have money to spend. Let's go to a cheap inn. I want to stay above the 60,000 gold for now. Oh, we have things to sell. Bye-bye silver. Yeah. All right. We have lots of money to spend. I haven't purchased any level 7 spells yet. Wow. Okay, but I want to get level 5 spells. I just want to get out of the way. And we'll see where the chips fall after buying all these spells. What can the cleric still get? Is that one? Can't get that one. Mute. That's always fun. If it works, it's always fun to see a caster try to cast things and then have nothing happen. There have been patches where the caster then skips casting and goes on attacking, but I find it less fun. Good, still have 80,000. That means 2 spells at level 7. Yeah, might as well go here. Tornado. One of the hardest hitting spells in the game. And for our... Well, what can we get? Cure 4. It's good. Visibility 2 is excellent. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to get Cure 4 for the... Oops, wrong one. I'm going to get Cure 4 for the Priest. One thing I like to do with my spells is organize them. I'm somewhat upset that the Cure spell here ended up here, because I like to have them all on the left. Even though getting the Invisibility 2 spell would have been a smarter choice for the upcoming fights. I first want to get the Cure 4 spell for my Cleric before getting the Invisibility spell, just so that my spells are on the right place on the screen. We need to go here. This is new. You see it on the map? Yes, you do. And by doing so, we find the Papyrus, also known as the Slab in the original game. And with that, we can go to the Dr. Unu, who will teach us that old language. And doing so, we'll be able to enter the fourth shrine, the Wind Temple. First, we have to go through here. And it's been haunted. So we have some undead. And worms. I looked it up just to be sure, and Galaxy does inflict dark on your enemies, so they hit less well. I don't know exactly what the numbers for that are exactly. Oh, good. That's the one we were beating up. He's the only one who didn't get hurt. Oh, good. And we're only level 18, so not that strong. The way it's going so far, I am considering making the game a bit harder. I've done no grinding whatsoever, and I've been using save states a bit. And even then, I feel like I'm cruising through this game. There it is, 10,000 gold. So in that room we have one. We have these three again. I wish I had the Hex spell. I could have gotten that. It's a spell I was very concerned about for a while, until I finally found a way to balance the accuracy of spells. That spell would just hit everything, including bosses, and it did all the status defects. And I don't know if that's the case with Pink Puff's version of the game too. I've tinkered a lot with her hack, so I don't remember what's already been changed. It could have been that I accidentally changed something and made it wrong. But I had to work a bit on that to get it right. And I also took out the stun effect of Hex, weakening it quite a lot. But it still has the sleep, poison, silence, and dark combo. So that's a lot of bad things. There's some money. Ah, geez. Now, this is more or less the hardest undead group in the game. They're going to stun us. It's going to get ugly. And I don't have very good spells. Shield will help reduce the damage. Really, it's the Spectres. Did I say Scepter in the past? I meant Spectres. I don't even have Holy 4. This is bad. As you can see, they survive this. So I'm going to have to cast another one. He got stunned. Okay, he isn't stunned. He just got hit hard. Okay, now they should start dying.